Hey, it's Joycenator. It's that time of the week again. Um, the Detroit Lions lost again in miserable fashion on Sunday to a team that was missing their star wide receiver and multiple starters on defense, key contributors all over the team. And they lost spectacularly through what I can only describe as one of the most egregious failures in preparation that I've seen in a long time in the National Football League. Straight up, they got beat in the coaching before the game even started. And to Sean Payton's credit, he's a fantastic NFL coach. He's an absolute wizard, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But the sad fact of reality is that he didn't need to be on Sunday. He knew what was coming every play, and Matt Patricia had no answers for it. Now, my second favorite NFL team is the Houston Texans, who notably fired their head coach, Bill O'Brien, this week as well. And to me, what that shows is that the NFL has set a precedent saying that Matt Patricia needs to be fired. And not just at the end of the season, not just later on in the year when he continues to botch and piss away this entire year again, but right now, he needs to go. Now, I did myself the disservice of watching the entire game film from Sunday, and it was rough, to say the least. It was rough. I watched it a couple of times, play by play. But even on my first time going through, I knew what was coming on defense almost every play. Straight rush 4, play man, maybe 2-man. Every play was just straight rush 4, play man coverage. The linebackers and DBs couldn't do anything in the run game because they were constantly reading pass keys. Sean Payton threw pass keys at them the whole game, and then when they turned their backs to play coverage, he just ran it on them, and there was nothing they could do to stop the run. And this has been the story all season. All season we've seen this. Right? So they'll have a man coverage look on. They won't bring pressure. So you got 4 guys going up against like 5-6 blockers minimum. And they just run it up the gut on you. They'll just hit you with inside zone or an occasional like trap power play. Which I should have gone through and taken account of the different types of runs that were so successful against the Lions. And to be honest, I didn't feel like going through and watching it another time to make that list because it was so irritating to watch. There was one moment that was really promising. So with about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Lions called a run blitz on first down, brought 6 guys, ate up every gap, run had nowhere to go, loss of 2. And I said, yes! Finally! 2 plays later, they played man again, but this time they did an end tackle stunt. And what that means is you'll have the defensive tackle will shoot outside, following behind the defense. So the defensive end is going to cut inside. He's going to eat up the 2 blockers on the outside, and the tackle's just going to run right around him. And they got a really fast, really clean sack on Saints quarterback Drew Brees, and it was incredible for about 5 seconds, because I caught myself screaming and being excited about something high school football teams do, and it's no big deal. For this guy who's supposed to be a defensive genius, it took him 3.5 quarters to dial up a stunt? and a run blitz? It took Drew Brees and that offense hanging 5 touchdowns in a row for him to do that. The game was already, like, pretty much out of reach at that point. And somehow Darrell Bevell and Matt Stafford guided the offense into coming back into that game, only for Matt Patricia to almost piss that away too. The Lions' 4th touchdown of the game, they're down 8. They're down 8. And Matt Patricia decides to go for 2. With, like, what, 3.5 minutes left? 4 minutes left? He's going for 2, down 8. Why? And the worst thing is, that play shouldn't have gone anywhere. The Saints defense had the whole play under wraps, and it took one of the best catches I've seen all year from anyone, from TJ Hawkinson, to snag that. He's in double coverage, and he somehow wrestles that ball down in the back of the end zone. I don't know how he did it. I don't. I have no idea how he did it. No idea. And then, following that miracle, the Lions defense again had a chance to make a difference in the game, and it was straight rush for play 2 man. Straight rush for play man. No stunts, no real alignment changes, no coverage variations, nothing. And the Saints went back to what they did at the start of the game and racked up multiple first downs and ended the game. Because they have a blocking mismatch and defensive backs with their, like, running away from the play with their backs turned, and they just run an outside zone play, run an inside zone play. Bang, bang, there's a first down. Game's over. Like, I'm done. I can't keep doing this to myself this year. I can't. My mental health is worth more to me than this. And I can't sit here and watch Matt Patricia call the same play every play on defense and watch teams missing their number 1 wide receiver who don't have great depth at wide receiver rack up 5 straight touchdowns. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I'll be watching the Cardinals for the rest of the year. Because even though they lose some pretty frustrating games, at least they're fun to watch. At least it's varied play calling. I'll be watching the Cardinals for the rest of the year. I can't do this to myself anymore. I might make a few more rant videos going forward if Matt Patricia doesn't get fired. Like, soon? Like, this week needs to be fired? But I can't continue to demoralize myself. I don't say this lightly. I genuinely think I might be able to do a better coaching and preparation job than Matt Patricia. I genuinely think that. I do. He's one of 2 coaches in the entire league that I genuinely think I could put together a better game plan than Matt Patricia. Now, that team would still lose a lot, but at least it'd be more fun to watch. Like, genuinely, I know that I am nowhere near NFL coaching material, but I do think I might be able to do a better job than Matt Patricia or Adam Gase. And how either of those clowns have a job right now is completely beyond me. Yeah, I just, ugh. Can't do it to myself anymore. Let me know what you guys think about where the Lions are at. if you have any reasons why Matt Patricia might still have a job, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. But that's it for me today. I'll see you tomorrow.